We all have a side of ourselves that we don't like to show. This dark side, even if we deny it, is part of our identity. This hidden part of us is called the shadow. It is a constant, though invisible, presence that influences our daily lives. It's like a secret room in our mind where we keep all the thoughts, feelings, and impulses that we consider bad or unacceptable. This room is locked, but its contents are always present. Carl Jung, a famous psychologist, gave this hidden part a name: the shadow. Jung believed that the shadow contains aspects of ourselves that we have repressed or denied. He believed that understanding our shadow is key to understanding ourselves. By exploring our shadow, we can discover hidden truths about our personality and motivations. We often try to ignore our shadow or pretend it doesn't exist. However, this denial only strengthens its influence over us. But just like a shadow under the sunlight, it's always there, following us wherever we go. We can't escape it, no matter how hard we try. It can influence our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors in ways that we don't even realize. Acknowledging and accepting our shadow is the first step towards true self-acceptance and personal growth. Our shadow begins to form when we're very young, in the first years of our lives. As children, we learn that certain behaviors are acceptable while others are not. This learning occurs through observation and interaction with our parents, teachers, and peers. We are praised for being good and punished for being bad. These experiences teach us to conform to society's expectations. To avoid disapproval, we hide or repress the parts of ourselves that we believe are unacceptable. This can include emotions, desires, or even talents that are not valued. These rejected parts of ourselves do not disappear. They remain within us, waiting to be acknowledged. Instead, they become part of our shadow, a hidden part of our psyche that influences our behavior and decisions. This includes not only negative traits, but also positive qualities that we were discouraged from expressing. The shadow can contain both our aggression and our creativity. For example, a child who's constantly told to be quiet may suppress their natural exuberance and creativity. Over time, these repressed qualities can manifest in unexpected ways. The concept of the shadow is not exclusive to Western psychology. It appears in myths and stories from all over the world. Think of stories about demons and devils, or the idea of a dark side that exists within each of us. These stories remind us that every person has the potential for both good and evil. They also reflect the human need to understand and integrate the darker aspects of our nature. There are two main types of shadow: personal and collective. Each of these shadows has a profound impact on our lives and on society as a whole. Our personal shadow is unique to each of us. It is formed by all the experiences, thoughts, and feelings that we have repressed throughout our lives, either consciously or unconsciously. This personal shadow can influence our decisions, behaviors, and relationships, often without us realizing it. It is a part of us that needs to be acknowledged and understood. The collective shadow, on the other hand, is shared by all humans. It is an accumulation of the darkest aspects of human nature that have been repressed throughout history. It contains elements such as violence, greed, and selfishness. These dark aspects not only affect individuals, but also have a significant impact on society as a whole. We see the collective shadow in action in wars, prejudices, and other forms of social injustice. It is crucial that we work together to recognize and address these collective shadows to create a more just and equitable world. Ignoring our shadow doesn't make it go away. In fact, it can make it stronger. When we deny our shadow, we give it power over us. It can manifest in unhealthy ways, such as addiction, anger, or self-destruction. The key to dealing with our shadow is to acknowledge it, accept it, and integrate it into our conscious personality. This doesn't mean letting our shadow run wild. It means understanding it, working with it, and finding ways to express its energy in healthy and constructive ways.